Sportowe emocje pod koszem zapewnia Anvil, sponsor strategiczny klubu.
Dzień dobry, witam wszystkich kibiców Anvilu. Wyjątkowy moment, wyjątkowa chwila, wyjątkowe wydarzenie. Luke Petrasek and the hashtag Luke2025. Dzień dobry, Luke.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great. It's a great day.
We are all great right now because of the situation that happened last time. I don't know which time this interview is being published right now. So maybe it was yesterday, it was 2 days ago, but great story, great event, great situation. You are with us for 2 more seasons.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. I'm happy to be here.
How much excited are you?
I'm really happy. Like, this is, you know, I really want to be here for sure. I love the people here and all the people that I'm working with, great people. So, you know, I'm not one to really show that much emotion, but I'm definitely very happy and I'm excited about it.
All right, contract extension for 2 years. Contract extension for another year will be some big, but for 2 years is something extraordinary. When did it start? How did it start? A month ago, around a month ago, the first talks for probably.
Yeah, so, you know, about a month ago, like you said, the president and I had a little talk about possibly moving forward with another 2 years. And like I said earlier, I'm very happy to be here. So it wasn't something that was too difficult for me to, you know, to think about. It was like we found a great common ground on a contract that I think everybody's happy with, and I'm really happy to be here. You know, all the people will get my professionalism and hard work for the next 2 years. Definitely give the club everything I have, and I think that it was pretty easy for both sides. I would like to say. I hope he feels the same way, but you know, it was very smooth. And
for our side, for sure, it was very easy to decide if you want to have it for other 2 seasons or not. It was very easy. But I am thinking, I am considering the reasons why you decided, because you are saying that you are happy. Obviously, you are happy, because if you weren't happy, you would never sign these documents anymore. And but you said something a moment ago that I have everything here what I need. What does it mean?
Well, you know, first and foremost, on the court, I think that Coach and I have a great relationship. So he's always had my back, and he lets me go out there and be me, which is something that's very important when you're playing, especially coming from America to play overseas. Like, you need a coach who's going to trust you, and I think our coach really trusts me, and it's nice to have an impact on the game. I can play a lot of minutes, have a big role for the team, and have a good impact, which is all I could ask for, because I just love to play basketball. Like, I always tell people, you know, like, the work that I put in is just because I love the game of basketball. And then my career will follow, like contracts will follow, because I just love to play the game of basketball. And I'm not even really worried about anything else besides just getting better and winning games and this stuff. So I think that's one important factor for me. I mean, all the people I work with are great. I come in, I have great like colleagues, I guess you can say. You know, all you guys here at the media team, Hubi, Philip, the coaches, teammates, everybody, like, just bring a great atmosphere. It's just something you can't put money on something when you're happy every day doing a job that you love. And obviously, I have my girlfriend here, who we're spending a lot of every day with. So she's one of the main reasons too that I would love to stay out here and have, you know, a place here and everything, like in Poland. So I'm just happy every day. I do what I love, so what more could I ask for?
Okay, love makes miracles, right?
Yes.
It is, a miracle is a big word, but it is a little miracle, because when we were coming here from Russian team Nizhny Novgorod, that was playing in BCL before, we were not playing on that level at that moment. And we were thinking, okay, a great guy, big name, big experience. So maybe a season, maybe 2. We made it. We both made it. I mean, the club and you. We extended the deal for another season. And we are thinking of something like, okay, we've got him for another season, but probably it will be his last season, because after this competition, this club will be maybe a little bit too tight for him, or he will need some bigger challenges, expectations, like better league, like Spanish, Turkish, Italian, maybe Russian, maybe not Russian right now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And what changes?
I mean, for me, like I was just saying, you know, it's like you can't really put a price on being happy where you are. It's like, for me personally, I think that my game on the court is very parallel with how I'm feeling off the court. And I'm not like I'm not really too social of a guy outside of practice. Like, I know Włocławek is kind of a small city, you know, compared to other big cities in Poland. But for me, it's not a problem. I'm not really always out doing different things and blah, blah, going this. So like a small city doesn't bother me. I kind of like just relaxing. It's very quiet. But yeah, I mean, for me, I just can't put any price on being happy every day, working with people that I really have great relationships with. And that helps me be very comfortable in who I am on the court.
Nice. You are talking about yourself right now, like not as a basketball player, but more as a person. We are getting to know you more as a person. The fans are getting to know right now. And you anticipated my one of my questions. And I wrote here, a New Yorker in Włocławek. How is that possible? You feel comfort here in such a little city? Because you are saying I feel okay in such a little city. New York is one of the greatest cities in the world, one of the biggest, one of the crowdest. Yeah,
well, I actually grew up in the suburbs outside of like actually Manhattan. So I didn't grow up in Manhattan. I grew up in suburbs outside. So I'm
still
kind of from a small town on Long Island.
Okay.
So for me, it's not too different, you know. Wake up, come to the gym, go home, play some video games, spend time with my girlfriend and my cat. And I don't know, I'm a pretty simple guy. It's like,
what's the name of the cat?
Bella.
Because in one of the marketing video we did, it was Guccia.
Oh yeah, Guccia was my girlfriend's cat's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming back to this being a New Yorker in a little city, it's not a big deal for you.
Yeah, no, I'm a simple guy, you know. I'm not really looking to do much. I'm pretty tired. I put a lot of effort into basketball, so I'm just chilling, really.
I'm just chilling. But it's still not a seldom situation. Moving our conversation into more basketball aspects, it's not an often situation. It's more like a seldom situation when a player decides to prolong his deal with the club in the middle of the season for 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
Can we talk more about basketball right now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me with Anvil, like, I think that right now we're in a pretty tough position in the PLK standings. I think that it's pretty obvious that all of our team is very focused, and myself, I'm very focused on this season. With this 2 years coming now, I'm still very focused on the season, just say that. But I like how everything's been building. Last year we got bronze in the PLK, gold in the EMBL. Then we qualified for FIBA Euro Cup this year, which was nice to play on this next step. So we go EMBL, FIBA Euro Cup. For me, on the basketball wise, that's great. You can play against really good competition. And then, you know, I just love like working with these guys, like, you know, like Kamil, our captain. You know, he's won championships. He's really competing every night. So it's fun, like, working with these guys. Then we try to take that next step. Maybe we can make a run in this FIBA Euro Cup top 8. Maybe go to BCL next year, or maybe in these next 2 years win a championship. Like, obviously, I know that's like the stigma to never say like, oh, guarantee a championship. But that's obviously our goal every year. Like, I would never play to not win a championship. Yes. That's just nobody does that.
That is some kind of American mentality, but it's also basketball sport mentality.
For me, it's just nice, like, growing with how the club is moving. I think that it's just, I don't know, the basketball is going in a good direction. I know that it's a tough situation right now, but I'm happy to grow with the club and everything. So
that's nice to grow with the club because the organization is growing. You will be growing for sure. There can be some profits for both sides for sure. These 2 more years here for us, with us, is this like a factor which makes you more peaceful right now?
Honestly,
do you feel more secure right now?
For me, it's like I don't feel one way or the other right now because I just really want to think about this game Sunday against Charny.
Okay.
You know, it's a
Hopefully
big game
this
for
interview
us.
will be before this game.
Oh, okay. So whenever it's published.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like I said earlier, I kind of just love the game of basketball and all the work I put in. Like, okay, I can't not. Like, I have to work. But for me, it's like, if I was getting paid or wasn't getting paid, I would still be playing basketball every day because I just love basketball. So I guess you can say, like, yeah, sure, in the back of my mind, I feel nice to know more of where I'll be for the next 2 years. So I can really just, like, let my guard down, make a home in my apartment or, you know, the city, make relationships with everybody because I know that the next 2 years I'll be here and I can kind of just settle into one area because my whole career I've been going, you know, different countries, different cities, different coaches, different teammates, everything. So it's kind of nice to just be able to relax in the sense of that I know I'll be in this city and I can kind of just settle in fully.
Okay, I think I understand what you are saying. This being settled in one city for more years, is it connected with more responsibility you will feel?
I mean, yeah, sure. Of course, like being here for what will be 4 years, obviously I feel a lot of responsibility to the club, the fans, to give everything I have. You know, our president has given me a great opportunity. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here for 2 more years, and I'm gonna work every day for it. I think that I would love to, you know, because being an American coming to play overseas, we're kind of bouncing around countries every year for the most part. So being able to stay somewhere 4 years is pretty special. You can leave a legacy or a mark on the team or organization that you're playing for, which is something that I would love to do too, you know, just look back after my career is over and be one of those guys for Anvil that maybe is on this poster there or something, you know? So I think that's important too. Like, since I'm telling you that I just really love basketball, every person would love to be cemented in a place forever. And, you know, like Kamil, I talk about him because we obviously have a great relationship, but he's forever cemented in Anvil and this club. So I think that's pretty cool to say as a player. Nice
to hear that. Nice to hear this positive attitude. You know, when we are talking right now, I realize one thing that I can say that I owe you this interview.
For sure you do.
For sure.
Yeah,
you know what I want to say.
Yep.
Last season I interviewed Katie, JB, and Jana.
Yep.
Skipping you.
Yeah,
by
crazy.
Mistake or maybe by lack of time or something like this. And we did only this making of material from Stargard. That was
I think that was my worst game of the season.
Yeah, that was your worst game.
Thank you very much.
That was because of me?
It may have been. I don't know. Coach might think that, so you know.
Coach for sure thought like that. But right now I would like to, because this interview is obviously about this contract extension, but also more about you. What we said before, that fans are getting to know you better right now. And because I want to reveal some facts. Okay. You don't like media. You don't like media responsibilities.
It's not that I don't like it, but I'm more of a quiet guy. I just do my own thing.
No, you're not quiet. You're talkative.
Okay, I'm talkative, but you know what I mean. I'm pretty low key, under the radar, like. But yeah, I like you for sure.
Thank you so much. Coming back to the topic, what about these media responsibilities, marketing responsibilities?
You know,
I think right now every fan can see that you are focused on basketball 100%. what about the other aspects of being a professional basketball player?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you guys need me to do, I know you've worked with me for 2 years now. You know that I'm pretty like easy to do whatever you guys need me to do, whether it's an interview, a charity event, or I love giving back to the people because, you know, without them, like, we don't have anything, without the fans, without the city. So, and I'm in a great position in my life. I'm blessed to play basketball for a living and make great money playing basketball. So whenever you need me to do some work for people in the city, it's like, that's easy for me, you know? I love giving back to people, and my media responsibility is I'm happy to do it, and contractually I have to do it. So.
Okay, so this is why we are interviewing right now. Were you a bit, let's say, it's kind of tough right now, but were you a bit jealous because of the other players being interviewed?
You know, I was wondering when you were going to ask me, and then the season kind of just ended, and I was like, okay, I guess maybe that's it. Like, no players' corner for Luke this year, so I guess whatever. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why I was on the bottom of the list, but it's okay. I understand. I said I don't know why I was on the bottom of the list, but you know, it's okay.
It wasn't at the bottom of the list. I think, you know, a couple of factors may have taken place.
Yeah, I'm not that interesting guy.
So. No, it's not like this. It's not like this. I think it was because lack of time.
For sure.
Listen,
10 months together, lack of time, definitely.
But we still have 2 more years.
Okay, great.
To make some beautiful stories together. But I know that you didn't have any problems with this.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Just joking. Look at more about your career. G League, Germany, Russia, and Poland. About Poland, everything is known and obvious. But there is when you just a simple thing. When you just look into your statistics. Great games in Germany, very, let's say, solid level. And we will talk, everyone knows. What was in Russia?
Yeah.
I was trying to convince you to talk about this in this making of video from Stargard. You didn't want to talk about this much.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, you know, it was a tough situation for me. Like I said earlier in this interview, that if I'm comfortable off the court, it can really help me on the court. I mean, it was tough. Like at Russia at that time, COVID was going on, so I wasn't allowed to have any visitors. So I was really like alone for 10 months. You know, a lot of my teammates had families. Basically everybody had a family besides me and the other American that we had. So, you know, we weren't really doing much off the court because everybody had their own families and kids, and you know, so it was tough for me, like, situation off the court, which then made it hard to, you know, get up every morning with this same happy energy, motivation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was very cold. It's like minus 25 every day for like 7 months. And then on the court, you know, it was tough. Like, I'm really grateful that I got to play in this level. Like the VTB, obviously one of the best leagues in the world. Champions League, great league, and I got to play against really good competition, which I learned a lot for sure. But I think, you know, maybe coach and I couldn't see eye to eye on a couple things. Maybe I wasn't playing my best, getting in my head a little bit, but
that coach is very specific, a Serbian guy.
Yeah, he was definitely he knew what he wanted from us as players, and he was tough coach. He was very smart but tough coach, and you know, I think maybe we just...
It was like a click.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, everything was just kind of...
I need to use one thing. I hope you don't have anything against that situation, but I need to use what you said before the interview when we had this off-camera situation.
Yeah.
Because of Russia, you didn't want to go to Poland.
Yeah.
I'm talking of, that was a moment before your first season here. Why?
Well, honestly, I didn't know anything about Poland.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, being from America, it's like nobody knows much about Poland, and I knew about Russia from more of like a climate and architecture and everything, like this perspective. You know, it was very cold all year. whatever, all this. I thought that Poland was going to be very similar because they're right near each other, and I was kind of reluctant, I'll say that. But I didn't know Poland had some really beautiful areas. Like I didn't even know that Poland had water, like the sea.
Okay.
The beaches, sea, you know, Warsaw, beautiful area, 3 cities, obviously, Wrocław, everything. So, yeah.
So you are thinking that Poland and Russia are similar to each other, just simply, and this is why you were reluctant and you didn't want to sign a deal. So what made you, who or what convinced you to sign a deal with that moment?
Well, my agent really pushed me. He always has my best interest in mind, and he.
American agent or Polish representative?
My American agent is the one that I talk to most, like 95% about this. And I know that he like really cares about me as a player. He's not just trying to, you know, get me to the next contract to get his money. He really cares about me, and he's always had my back. So when he tells me something, you know, I really listen to him because he's never really led me in a wrong path. And he was like, look, just give it a try. I talked to coach. He's really seems like he has your back, and he'll have your best interest. It'll be a good situation for you after a tough season in Russia. You know, get yourself back going in the right direction. And
how long did it last? Because when you were so reluctant, when you had some bad memories and experience, so how long did it take for him to convince you?
Well, it was quick actually, because I think it happened around July. And I remember I was actually in Florida on vacation at the time. And
not Mexico that time?
No. And my agent told me to get on the phone with our head coach, Petrasek, and he was just basically just hear him out, hear what he has to say, and we can decide from there. And I'm like, no way, like blah, blah, blah. But then, you know, coach and I talked, and I liked what he had to say. He sounded like he was very genuine in what he was saying for us and for the next season. And, you know, I gave it a try, and clearly I'm here for 4 years, so I really...
That was a good decision.
I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about it.
Just simply, yeah. In which moment something turned out in your head that, hey, Poland is completely different and it's beautiful, it's okay, I feel comfort here? In which moment? There wasn't any specific moment?
Yeah, I mean, like my first year when I got here, we got here in July, I think, like late July. And obviously it was still green all on the trees, nice weather. You know, we could go, Marcin actually took me to, I guess his dad's friend's house. We sat on the dock on the lake, went fishing. You know, it's like everything. Then you have the 3 cities, you go there on the beach, on the water, Warsaw, nice city. Like, you don't really, all right, at least me, maybe everyone's gonna make fun of me like, oh, American, blah, 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 doesn't know anything about Europe. But it's like, I mean, you're not thinking about this when you think of Poland, like the water, the river in Gdansk, like this beautiful area with the restaurants on both sides and the lights and boats, everything. So it's really has some great, beautiful places. And I don't know if many American, like just 25-year-old Americans knew that there was such nice places out here.
Okay. I think you were first foreigner who signed deal at that moment. It was 2 years ago. You were the first player who extended deal 1 year ago, and you are first for, you know, this new team which will be built in the future. Does it mean anything to you?
I definitely think that it means a lot, because it shows that, you know, that you guys want me here, which is big because it's hard to find a place that really appreciates what you do and wants you here, which I'm grateful for. You know, I think that I have great relationships with everybody, and it's nice to know that you guys want me here. And it shows that I want to be here too, because I'm not trying to buy time for other things. You know, I want to be here for 2 more years, and I think that it just shows both ways that we both want to be in this situation together, and I think that's a great thing for us, because you know you'll get the best from me, and I know that you guys will always treat me well and take care of me, so that's a very good situation for both of us.
For sure. I remember the situation from one of the scrimmages before that first season, that you were called among our, let's say, I'm not a coaching staff, but I was traveling with the team, and you were called like a national treasure for us.
Really?
Yeah, we need to take care of this guy because look.
Oh wow.
Playing four, can shoot, can play near the basket on the perimeter. He can defend. He can make some shot rejections.
Oh,
National treasure.
Thanks. You're really warming my heart right now.
But it's a true story. And when we were talking about the word national, what can you say about this passport, which will be sooner or later, but which will be given to you, Polish passport?
Yeah, I think that I'm really excited about it. Obviously, it will help me and the club, I think, pretty nicely, you know, with this rule about Polish players and everything. And, you know, just, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know the club will look forward to it too. I'm happy that we could talk about that, and I don't know what more to say, honestly.
Right now it's very early because the procedure has already started.
For sure.
But sooner or later it will be done. Will you change your name from?
I think Luka is going to be my name.
Łukasz.
Oh, Łukasz? No,
Łukasz, like our president's name.
Luka or Łukasz? Maybe.
No, Luka is not a Polish name.
Luka Petraska?
No.
That's what they call me on all of these.
Maybe.
On the clips.
I know, but they're making jokes on you. But our name, Polish name, Polish equivalent of Luke is Łukasz.
Łukasz Petraski.
Can be like this.
Nah.
No?
No way.
There is a habit in Turkey when American players like Bobby Dixon is right now Muhammad Ali playing for Fenerbahce Istanbul, maybe you know, because he needed to change his name.
Really?
From to Turkish equivalent. Do you feel more connected to our Polish culture because, for example, you know the geography, maybe you know something about history. You are learning a language. Do you feel more connected with us?
Yeah, definitely.
Polish girlfriend.
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of stuff like with her family, which I'm learning more of. This cultural things, you know, like spending certain holidays and how you guys spend certain holidays, because now I'm seeing it firsthand. I'm learning the language a little more. I plan on taking classes this summer, actually. I really want to learn more of the language. I think that'll be great because, you know, I need to communicate with everybody. I need to know when you guys are talking about me when I'm in the room.
Bad things.
Yeah, but I do feel good because I'm starting to understand more. As maybe you can see or coaches can see, like they can kind of talk to me sometimes in Polish and I can understand what they're saying. It's nice. Like, if I'm going to be here 4 years, like I want to be here really. I don't want to just be a visitor and I go to my apartment, go to the gym.
You're not a visitor anymore.
Yeah, for sure. If Polish passport, 4 years in Poland, like I'll learn the language.
Polish girlfriend, Polish future.
Yeah. You never know.
I don't want to say Polish wedding or something like this.
It's 2 days. I heard they're great, so maybe, you know.
Maybe, who knows? And maybe Polish, maybe interview in Polish. Next interview in Polish.
Yeah, maybe like it'll be like a 2-minute interviews. Maybe not this. Maybe not a 40-minute interview.
We'll see. We'll see. How on what kind of level is your Polish right now?
It's very low, but I
Basic?
can say like a few things, you know.
Not a few.
I could understand more.
Sometimes you can react.
Yeah,
making reactions is very is the hard thing, right?
For sure. I think that's a great way to put it. I can react to certain things. I can't form full sentences because I don't know a lot of vocabulary, but the things that I know how to say, I can say pretty quickly and answer you or talk a little bit. So.
Okay, I think we've got this all of the aspects of your contract extension already discussed. We talked more about you, your personality, and please, a couple of minutes at the end of this story, at the end of this meeting, about the current situation. We are trying to get to the playoffs. It's not gonna be easy, for sure, but everything is our hands, your hands, team's hands, team players' hands.
Yeah, I mean, right now, we're ninth in the league, and we have a huge game on Sunday, which, you know, coach and all the guys we're very aware that this is a big game for us. Everybody's very focused. So I think that all the players know what needs to be done to make the playoffs. That's the goal, obviously. Make the playoffs, we'll figure it out from there. I think that Coach has said a lot of times we have a great team, and if we can just get there, we can do our thing when we're in the playoffs. So that's definitely the goal for us. But, you know, I think that we have a lot of guys on the team, if not everybody on the team, that just will do what it takes to win. And that's important, you know, if guys are going to sacrifice their efforts and energy in different ways so that we can win games. I think it's important. That's my focus too. Before every game, you know, my focus is let me just do everything, be really locked in on like the sets that the other team's running, or my matchup or certain matchups on a switch, and lock in on that stuff. Everything else will take care of itself on the offensive end. So, you know, we're gonna, the fans and the organization will see that we'll fight to make everything happen, and I'll try to help everybody the best I can. But I know we're in a tough situation, but that's basketball, you know, it'll go up and down.
This up and down season, how much this kind of season influence on mentality?
I think,
and, you know, in this question I also include this 1-2 shots losses, which were a couple of them.
Yeah, it's tough, obviously, to have what, like 5, 6, 7 games this year come down to 1 point. You know, we struggled a lot with injuries this year, just in the sense of not having a full roster, a lot of games. As you know, JJ, who was here, got hurt for the full season. We had, you know, Kamil got banged up a little bit, Phil got banged up a little bit, Lee. Everybody's kind of in and out. I think that we have a really solid team right now. So we're really, I like all the guys that we're fighting with every night. And I think that we can't really focus, like, okay, obviously we have a couple tough losses, 1 point. But if we worry about that, then it's just going to affect the next game. We got to learn from it and just move on to the next game. And we'll take it, I don't know when this interview is going, but Sunday, and see what happens there.
In basketball, in sports, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing can be given by others. You have to take everything.
Yeah.
This level of engagement, this fighting mentality, these aspects are already on the floor.
Yeah.
So what we lack, what there is a shortage of what?
I feel like that's a tough question because it can change every game. You know, maybe some games we didn't hit shots when we needed to, or some games we missed defensive coverage in a crucial moment, or some games we got out hustled. Like, you know, I think that it can change every game. We just need to, okay, I always say for myself, like you as a player, you feel nerves before the game, obviously. I'm sure everybody does, because we play for a lot of emotions, a lot of energy goes into this. But for me, it's just if I do everything the right way, I come to practice, I work hard, I eat right, I get enough sleep, I'm stretching, taking care of my body, then it's like whatever happens, happens. You can't control the stuff that happens in a game. I mean, look, I could go work on my shot for months and get 1,000 makes every day. I go into the game, maybe I just miss a couple shots. It's like, I can't control all that. Or maybe you play great defense, the guy just hits a crazy shot and they win. So there's certain things you definitely can control, like your effort, your energy, how you prepare for the game, how locked in you are, how you take care of your body. But other things, it's like, I have to mentally feel like if I did everything the right way, I prepared how I needed to, and I took care of my body, I ate right, slept right, focus, gave 100% in the match, then you have to live with the result, because there's too many factors that you can't control in a match that can lead to a win or a loss. So we have to just give 100% and prepare the right way, and then whatever happens, happens, really.
In Poland there is an expression, hope dies last, something like this. But it's not a case of hope right now. It's a case of go on the floor, take what is ours,
yeah,
do what needs to be done to achieve the goals.
For sure.
And maybe it's not playoffs, but it's like a playoff time for
definitely.
our team.
I mean, we know that this last 9 games is everything to make the playoffs for us. So for right now, it kind of is our playoffs, because without these 9 games, we won't make the playoffs, and then what? Then there's no playoffs. So right now is just all our focus.
And do you feel any peace before this moment?
Peace?
No stress? Everything is okay. We'll make it. We'll make it.
I mean, I can't really sit here and say that I'm trying to feel peace, because I'm very focused and like I put a lot of emotions into the game. So like obviously it's a tough situation. There's a lot of pressure on the 9 games to make this playoffs, but I trust our guys and I trust our preparation and coach's preparation. So I know that he'll give us the best chance to win, and I love going to these matches with my teammates every night. So
and there is trust from the whole organization that you will make it, we both will make it, and everyone makes it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, including the city, society, and
Yeah.
we will have a lot of joy and fun this season.
Yeah, that's the goal. You know, we'll give you everything we have. So that's all we could ask for.
Thank you for this interview.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You don't feel any stress right now?
No stress.
No stress. And the interview is finished, and we need to go for the press conference. Another stressful moment for you.
Great. Yeah.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Dzięki bardzo.